Alright, a lot of my friends are making videos talking about, the parents and like the stupid crap they do. I got a couple things to say about that. I love my parents for real, like, they're cool and everything, but, sometimes they be getting really annoying, man. This shit is not funny. Like, when you're playing a game, and if you play games, there's just certain times you can't pause. You can't pause the game all the time, And then they be calling you like, hey, Maurice, you need to take out the trash. And I'd be like, hold on, I can't, stop playing right this second. And they'd be like, yelling at me like it's my fault that I can't pause the game. I mean, I'm sorry, I'll come do it. It's one thing if it's been like 2 weeks or something, and I haven't done what you're asking me to do yet. For real, I'm lazy, so I might not get some of the stuff done. If you want to yell at me, that's fine. You can go ahead. But I'm saying, it's not my fault. And a lot of times I end up saying stuff that's really just like, what the fuck? What? Like there are a couple things that they say all the time that really gets on my nerves. Like, back in my day, etc., etc., etc. I don't give a shit about your day. This is not your day. Back in your day, things were different. This is my day. Your day is gone. You are old. Shut up. Stop talking about it. Like every time I tried to ask for a ride to school back in my day, we had to walk 3 miles to school. Alright, back in your day, you didn't have 2 parents with working cars. You had to. You got a car, you're about to go to work. You can't drop me off at school? I mean, shit. It's fucking raining. It's a fucking storm. You can't drop me off at school? Man, fuck you. Fuck you. Or one of my favorite ones. Life isn't always fair. Alright, so fuck what? Life isn't always fair. Right, that doesn't mean you have to not be fair all the time. That doesn't mean you have to not be fair to me every single time something happens just so I'll be used to the world not being fair. That's fucked up. The world ain't fair. Alright, how about you be fair? How about you set a good example for me and help me be fair by being fair to me? How about you change? How about you start change? Change? Does that ring a bell? We got a black president now. I think they start change. How about you change and you start being fair and you start doing all the stuff you do in your life and being fair with it. Be one of the first. Be one of the first people to say, you know what, this world is bad and fucked up. We need to change it. How about that? How about them apples? All right. And then it's like another one. This is my house. You have to follow my rules. I hear that one all the time. All the time from my mom. Every time we get into an argument, this is my house and these are my rules and you need to listen to them. Right. Let me tell y'all about my situation. I live with my grandmother. My grandmother owns the house. The reason why my mom has a place to live is because she lives with my grandmother. Now, I'm not going to get into all that. Don't talk about it. That's not the point of the video. I'm just saying that's the situation that my family is in at this current moment. And they've been in it for a while. Which brings me to saying, she does not pay for this house. I mean, she pays rent and all that, yeah, but the house is known as, I live with my grandmother. That's what I call her. I live with my grandmother. When my mother tells me that it's her house and I need to live by her rules, I don't listen. Whatever, me and my mom have our own history. I don't give a shit. The point is, what she's saying is wrong. And she needs to understand that. I mean, seriously. And it wouldn't be a problem if it was like something serious, like if we were in a big argument. But she's like, "Hey, Maurice, come bring me this," and I'm like, "Hey, I can't do it right now. I'm about to go somewhere." And she's like, flipping out on me, like, "Oh my God, you need to go do this, and you start listening to me, and blah 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 blah. This is my house," and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, "Holy crap! Shut up! It's not your house. I'll bring you the fucking thing that you're too lazy to come downstairs and get yourself." Because I'm a nice person, but I mean, stop yelling at me, because that's fucked up. And parents do this shit all the time. Parents do this kind of shit all the time. And I mean, seriously. And their favorite comeback is because I said so. Because I said so. It's like, all right. So you're telling me, if your boss, who is even further above you in like the hierarchy chain, told you to shoot yourself in the foot, you would do it just because he said so. I'm supposed to listen to everything you say just because you said so. Right. And then The excuse they use beyond that is that they gave birth to you. So I'm confused because there are probably a lot of you out there whose parents chose to have them, whose parents sat there and they were like, you know what, let's have a kid, and they were like, all right. But for people like me and a lot of people I know, we weren't planned. My parents didn't sit down and say, hey, I'm gonna, let's have a baby, and I came in. That wasn't how it happened. I'm not gonna get into the details of how it happened, but I was totally an accident. And the fact that I know that, the fact that she said that to me it's its own little story, but whatever. The point is, they didn't ask to have me. So when they say things like, oh, well, I gave birth to you, therefore because I gave you life, you automatically owe me for the rest of your life, that's not true. I didn't ask you to be, I didn't call you up from the future. Like, I didn't pick up the phone right now and say, hey, Mom, you need to give birth to me so that, I can be born and, like, I'll owe you my whole life. I didn't do that. That didn't happen. So, I mean, I'm not seeing what I owe you here. I mean, my life isn't all that great, so I don't know what good thing I owe you from you, giving birth to me. I'm not understanding what you want me to do here. I'm not understanding how I owe you anything because you wanted to have unprotected sex. I mean, kind of fucked up. Yeah, I get that all the time. People are like, oh, you treat your parents bad. It's not really like that. It's not really that serious. I do plenty of things to help them out, for real. But this shit really gets on my nerves. I mean, what the fuck? Shit don't even make sense. I don't owe you shit. Calm the fuck down and stop yelling at me all the time. The fuck?